Guys, if you know these tricks on how to find gens on indoor maps, you will never struggle to find gens again. For instance, on Larry's, you have these little signs that hang out of the rooms, and if they're not blinking, then you know that there's no gen inside. And if they are blinking, such as this one right here, you know that there's a gen inside that needs to be done. This helps you find gens while just walking through the hallway really easily. It also works for the big rooms, such as the library, as well as the main building, which will also have blinking lights that will go solid when the gen's completed. This also applies to the exit gates as well that have these big signs out front. Basically, if you see blinking light, it basically means generator nearby tied to it in some way. On getting meat plant, the thing to look for are these big, like kind of darkish doors that exist. There will always be a generator tied to these doors, and doing the gen will open the doors. So if you ever see a big closed dark door like this, there's always a gen on one side of it, and doing the gen will always open that door afterwards. Now, this one's probably my favorite. Most people know that on Hawkins, if there's a closed door that's struggling to open like this, there's always a gen that is tied to that door, where, again, like the other maps, doing the gen will open the door. However, in addition to that, there's also lights that flicker in the hallways if there's a gen in the hallway. For instance, if you look down at the end of this hallway, right, if we didn't have the aura of that gen, we would still know a generator is there just by seeing all those flickering lights in the corner. That only happens when there's a gen there that needs to be completed. Another good example can be seen here. Now, while this one's a lot less reliable and harder to identify from a distance, RPD do have these little lights that kind of look like nipples from afar away, and these will flash if there's a generator in the room that needs to be done. Here's an example of one in the lower west side for the gen that's inside. Like I said, these are a lot harder to identify from a distance, so these are not quite as easily caught as some of the ones before, but still good to know if you're really struggling to find something. Now, unfortunately for this last map, Midwich, there's really nothing on this map that tells you anything. This is the one map in the game where they just decided to just completely leave you on your own and give you no tools at all. So I guess maybe put on Deja Vu if you want help here, and that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this and found this helpful. Feel free to stop by my Twitch or just follow me here if you guys want more content like this.